Hey, yo. Check it.
Welcome back, hero.
My word is my sword, Hokage and Batosai, pulling the blades out of the forge, yo. Prior to my knowledge of the Force, was thinking Jedi, but through obtaining holocrons from both sides, I'm under gray skies. Everything that glitter ain't kyber crystal, my mind to lift you. In this time we shine together, disarm your pistol, yo. Welcome to the SwordCast. My wordplay, my swordplay when blades clash. Welcome to the SwordCast. My wordplay, my swordplay when blades clash. Welcome to the SwordCast. My wordplay, my swordplay when blades clash. Welcome to the SwordCast. My wordplay, my swordplay when blades clash.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
I can't hear myself.
At all?
Do I have a shorty? Let me see if I have a shorts.
How about now? I can hear you.
Well, I mean, as long as you can hear me, that's cool.
Yeah, you're coming through.
That's fine.
Can you hear me, though?
Yes.
I mean, we are sitting right next to each other.
Yeah. Yo, we're back.
Yeah, man.
Episode 52.
Holy shit.
We had a little break last week, and now this show is back.
We are back, and it's good to be back. Had a little break. Make sure everybody's family is good. Make sure everybody is hydrated. Like weather's changing, so you know what I'm saying. Pay attention to your body. Listen to what you need. We're
Absolutely.
all good. That wasn't a dog whistle for one of us was sick. We're all good, but just make sure you're keeping track of your vitals and making sure you're listening to your body as the weather's changing. Because you know it's weird. It's 2020. You never fucking know what's gonna happen, dog.
Right. Word, man. So now that we're back, shout out to the new setup.
Yeah.
It's so cool. I love it. You're a technological genius.
I know some stuff.
You know some things and some stuff.
Right.
But now that we're back, what are you into currently, bro?
Well, hold on a second. It's episode 52, bro.
Oh man, episode Brad Miller.
Fuck, Brad Miller, yeah.
Remember Shaq?
Yeah.
Shaq almost punched his head off, but he missed.
Bro. Shit. Episode Don Reed for the Pistons?
Oh,
Maybe?
episode Ray Lewis.
Hey, duh. Of course. I think that might be all I got. 52 is a tough one for me.
I could be throwing up a brick here, but episode Eric Piakowski.
Sure.
It's white.
White guy.
White shooter.
Oh, I remember him. What team did he play for?
He played for the school district. He was a teacher. No, I'm just kidding. He looked like a substitute teacher, but he
nigga named
I know
Scott.
I know he played for the Clippers at one point. I can't really imagine him being employed by another team. But he
Right.
could have
The
been.
weak ass 90s Clippers.
Yeah, Eric Piatkowski.
Interesting.
Come on, there's got to be another 52. Let me think. That's a heavy linebacker. Episode, let's see.
I don't know any football
52.
players. I only play basketball.
I know a lot of football players, and there's got to be one, at least Viking.
I'm sure there's probably a Detroit Red Wing lineman.
I think varsity 5, and that does it for the sports section of the SwordCast.
Boom.
Oh, Rick Brown, we looking at you, man.
Yeah. Yeah. So what are we into?
Yo, wait, before you say that, we have a homie named Eric Greenlee.
Shout out to Eric Greenlee. Shout out to Gary Greenlee as well.
Yo, this cat has a podcast. I really want you guys to check it out. It's hilarious. It's unbelievably funny. He has a podcast called the Shredhead Podcast, where he does the entire thing in the voice of Shredder from the 80s Ninja Turtle cartoon. And it's unbelievable. It's funny.
The part that's even funnier about that, I don't know if you know the origin behind why he has a Shredhead podcast. So he's obviously a Turtle fan. He's a Shredder fan. But he also has this really funny take where if there's a particular still, there's only one still image of Oroku Saki from the 80s cartoon where he very clearly looks like a black guy.
Yeah.
And he's got like a very obvious afro, and it's like, wait a minute, is this nigga Oroku Saki black or something?
He's voiced by Uncle Phil too,
which makes it even better.
Makes it even funnier.
And true. All right, confirmed. Oroku Saki is black.
Got it.
There it is.
Right. But yeah, y'all need to check out the Shredhead podcast. It's so funny. He did the last episode he reviewed the sweet fights at the end of the original Turtles movie on the rooftop.
Where all of the turtles caught the fade.
Oh, the rat. Man, that's
what a dope. That's one of my favorite fight scenes.
That's one of the greatest scenes ever of all time on that roof.
With the clean ass roundhouse or the clean ass back hook kick
on Leo.
On Leo, nigga wiped his ass out. That shit was sweet as hell.
Man, such a sweet.
Had the clean sweep. Leo had that. He had that scouted, but he ain't had nothing for that next move. That next kick that was coming.
And then Donnie had the super clean sweep, but Shredder just.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's what I'm thinking about. Donnie had the sweep. Shredder had it scouted.
Shredder had the back kick on.
And then he came back with the fucking crescent kick on his ass.
Man,
wow.
What a awesome scene in that movie. But yeah, man, what are you into currently, man?
Well.
Hey, well, actually,
you already know how I'm cut, bro. Like, so I am the resident Star Trek fan. So Star Trek Discovery Season 3 is coming out next month. The 15th of October, I think. I'm obviously really into that. So I've been rewatching the first season of Star Trek Discovery, which is fire. It takes place before Enterprise or before the original series. And you know how I be talking about this shit. Like, I'm tired of like y'all niggas going back in time and doing the shit that we already know what happened.
Yes, absolutely.
And I was very hesitant about that. Like, I was like, bro, this is annoying. Like, let's see what happens next. Like, stop with this back in the past shit. But they actually did a really good job. They had a black female lead. They also had so the captain of the Discovery to begin with was one of Jared's all-time favorite actors. Miss goddamn, why is her name completely forgetting? Michelle Yeoh.
Yes, sir.
And she was great. She was absolutely great in that film. She got, or in that movie, or in that fucking goddamn TV show. She got to kick some ass. She got to, be a good actress as well. So it was pretty dope. So now I just started season 2. You get a bearded Spock. A lot of people felt a certain type of way about that. Whatever. Stop hating on New Trek, man. This shit is all dope, bro. Like,
but it's not the original. Hey, well, actually,
And Captain Kirk can kiss my ass. Captain Kirk sucks. Captain Kirk, least favorite Starfleet captain ever. Overrated as fuck. And as heroes, I take. Maybe we'll come back to that later.
Oh, man.
But yeah, man, that's what I've been into. Star Trek Discovery Seasons 1 and 2. Can't wait for Season 3 to start on October 15th. What about you?
Word, man. So yeah, man, me, I don't know, what have I been into besides being a freaking school teacher?
Right.
That's kind of been just taking up all my time.
Yeah.
I'm an actual teacher, man, outside of school, and just kind of on I guess it's like a bit of a serious note here. It's having to teach the history, right? The way that they teach history,
Man.
and me having to do it is really disturbing, and I don't like it. I'm kind of teaching my son the stuff that he's got to know for school, but at the same time, I always take a pause and I'm like, truth time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Truth time. Where I tell them, where I just say, I don't word. They word it so. It's just
Yeah.
these guys were just the whole the whole entire concept of like conquest, right? And hey, I woke up today and I felt better than these people, so I'm going to go claim pieces of the earth.
Bro, I don't know how you can how can you like have that conversation? Like I don't even. I'm so far removed from it now. I don't remember what it was like.
That's why it's disturbing me so bad. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was like learning it. I just remember when I kind of got my beaming eyes. You know?
Right. That's our new drop, bro. Anytime a nigga get woke, anytime a nigga fucking get too black, that's what you gotta hit, bro. I think y'all teaching the white man's history. God damn it.
Yo, but seriously though, like I only remember when I began to overstand.
Right, god damn it. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, it's weird. I don't like it. So I do make sure that I, tell them the real stuff. But it's just whack how they do that, man. You know how they present it in that way, and how it's just. I don't want to get into it because I'll talk forever about it. But
I'll add one thing. The reason why I don't remember what it was like originally. Shout out to my dad, rest in peace.
Right.
Because the nigga came out the womb on some goddamn. My dad was a Black history professor, so a nigga got the real deal off top.
Mm-hmm.
Like, nah, these niggas was colonizers only.
Yes.
Fuck that.
And then the crazy thing, right, is we use that word so often as like a joke, you know what I mean, or as just because we know what it is, and they almost use it as like a positive thing, like. And then they colonized this area.
Holy shit, you're right. I didn't even realize that till now.
Like, good Lord, like no, and it just it sucks. But yeah, man, I guess I've been into being a teacher lately. So with that said, let's hit this little wrestling wrap up real quick. There's been a lot going on in the world of professional wrestling, and so. G1 finally started, man, and I am a big, huge, gigantic New Japan pro wrestling nerd. So obviously, with COVID being so weird, it's so good to see Japan handle things like responsible adults, and now they are just having real regular shows. Just the fans are just all wearing masks,
fire.
but they're getting to do it same regular numbers, packing the arenas out. And G1 started, and it's been a couple rounds. If you guys are listening, and you are a wrestling fan, but you're not familiar with G1 Climax is this tournament that New Japan does every year, and it always has like the best matches of that year in it all the time, regardless of what promotion they come from.
That's just fire.
Last year, Kota Ibushi won. The year before that, Hiroshi Tanahashi won. The year before that, Tetsuya Naito won. The year before that, Kenny, the GOAT, Kenny Omega won. And it's just and the year before that, Tanahashi won it again. So
Bro,
it's
this
just
nigga Patrick Small is so fucking good. This nigga just pump faked. Like, look at this shit. I just want you to watch this replay right quick.
Mahomes plays football like basketball.
Wait, whoops. Fucking pump fake. Psych. Nah, laser. Nigga. Dart. Magnetic. Fucking. What the fuck? That shit was amazing, bro. Sorry, you were saying?
Pat Mahomes is really good at football. But yeah, man, so G1's going on. It's been really good. So I've been being a nerd, waking up at like 4 o'clock in the morning and watching that. And then last night, WWE had they had a pay-per-view last night, Clash of Champions. It was all right.
Really? I actually heard it was good. I didn't watch it.
It was all right. There was the ladder match. Jeff Hardy, AJ Styles, and Sami Zayn was really, really good. Probably one of the best ladder matches I've seen in like years. It was really good.
I heard Sami or
Sami Zayn won.
Sami
Sami Zayn out there looking like Seth Rogen.
Word.
But he won. He got that W.
So I heard it was a creative finish.
Very creative, man. It was he took a handcuff. You know Jeff Hardy's got the gauges in his ears.
Oh God.
He handcuffed his ear to the ladder.
Oh my God. That sounds horrifying.
It was definitely horrifying. And then they had Drew McIntyre beat Randy Orton in the ambulance match or whatever. Asuka won her title match. Then she came out again and fought Bayley. Asuka's the greatest female wrestler of all time. She has had multiple pay-per-views where she's wrestled more than one match in the same show.
Bro, that's crazy.
She just did that recently. She did it again this time. So that was pretty amazing. Street Profits defended their titles, which I like them. They're dope. That was cool that they are still the champs and getting some respect.
So I heard a take about the Street Profits. What's your take on this? That some people are. I mean, this could just be racism as usual.
Of course it is.
Okay, cool. Well, that's good. No, I'm just kidding. Some people are saying that they don't really work as baby faces. That they're oh my God, what a fucking amazing throw and catch, dog.
Tyreek Hill's ridiculous. He's the fastest human being I've ever seen.
Yeah, fucking the Wally West
ever.
So they were saying that they don't like them as faces because they're basically trying to turn them into New Day light. What do you think? I kind of see what they mean.
I mean, but what? So to that I would say, what is a face black wrestler then? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like every time.
Is that the standard? Is just the New Day, Matt.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
I get it.
You can't see black energy, positive babyface black energy, like,
Well, they're New Day. They're being New Day. No, they're just like them.
why? Because they're
black and jokesters.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what do y'all want? We can't be like powerful black people on screen because you guys will get mad and hate that too. So,
bro, what if they had a fucking Black Lives Matter gimmick? Bro, it should have been ACH. Fuck.
Oh yeah, that would be fire. Like Nation of Domination back in the day.
But like Nation of they were heels though.
Yeah, they were.
And
heels.
like,
you mean like a baby face?
Like a baby face?
Man,
Fuck you, Vince, nigga. God damn it.
Fans would boo them.
Yeah, that should be so dope though. He would be
Blue Lives Matter.
They would be so over in any city they went to.
What is this niggerdom? I didn't approve this.
But yeah, and then Roman, man, Roman's doing the heel thing, and the match wasn't I didn't care for it, but it was the story, of course. It's cool with him and the Usos. But let me just say this, man. Some people that are WWE only head face people,
right?
They're like,
see that's how you tell a story. I want storytelling in my wrestling.
What?
My thing is, great pro wrestling tells a story with no words, right?
Yeah.
You can watch New Japan, listen to the commentary in Japanese, not know what they're talking about or saying, but still get the story just by watching the match because of how good they are at doing that. You know what I'm saying? So get out of here with that. Also, I think Roman as a heel has been cool. I think that's what's best for business, and that's how they should have been booking him since the start.
Yep.
And that does it for the wrestling section of the podcast.
Boom.
Yo, finally we get to talk about this.
Ah, yes.
What did you think of the Mandalorian trailer?
Mando.
That was impressive, Mando.
It was fire. I only watched it once.
Same.
I am not gonna watch it again.
Sidebar. Hilarious. We were watching the trailer together, and then we both were like, was that Sasha Banks?
Yeah, dog. And it turned out it was Sasha Banks.
Sasha Banks.
So yeah, I'm super excited about it. It looks awesome. They clearly spent a lot of money on it. I have no idea what it's about, and that's okay.
That's all you need, man.
Right? Like, I don't want...
Don't start getting carried away like the MCU trailers. Where
Stop, bro. I'm off. I can't watch trailers now. Like,
right.
I haven't even watched the Dune trailer, and I'm super excited about that shit, but I don't even... Like, bro, I don't want to watch none of that. I don't want to see it. Y'all niggas be trying to give the movie away in the fucking trailer. Just fucking... It's fine. Show me some good cinematography. Let me know who's in it. Show me a fight scene or two.
Right.
That's all I need.
Trying to give away the. Hey, so what's going on with the actor for Mandalorian? I heard that he.
Yeah. Oh, well, which one?
The guy that plays Mando, didn't he say something like he doesn't want to do it anymore because he doesn't get to show his face or something like that?
That's hilarious.
What an entitled like little first world problem.
Right. And I hope that's not true because what a stupid reason to not want to make like hundreds of millions of dollars.
Right.
Like, are you kidding me?
I heard that he just wants to do the voice or something.
Nigga, fucking take the helmet. Let Lateef,
let him rock.
Crowder do it.
They should just have him take his helmet off and it just be him.
Just be fucking Eddie Gordo.
Wait a minute, he wasn't black last time.
I hadn't heard that, but I had heard, and this sucks because I'm a big fan of I can never forget the actress who plays Cara Dune. I can't ever think of her name.
Oh, she's what?
She was on some toxic shit. She was on some some anti-transgender shit and was like,
man,
a lot of people are pissed off at her.
That's super whack because I really like her.
Me too. She's dope. Carano something.
Yeah,
she's dope. I mean, she's a legit actor. She's a legit martial art. Does she have an MMA background?
Yeah, she's a legitimate martial artist, man. She's a fighter.
But I guess she thinks that she needs to be toxic because that's what you do when you're a fucking person who knows martial arts. I don't know, like whatever.
Boo. That's whack.
Yeah, so I'm disappointed in that. So,
but yeah, man. On a positive note, I thought the trailer was fire.
Yeah,
looks amazing. Done perfectly. Didn't show too much. Didn't say too much. Who do you think Sasha Banks is playing?
I know. I'm gonna let you say who you think it is. That's a good idea.
Well, you know, my first guess was that I thought she might be Bo-Katan, but then I think that you had said that they actually cast the woman who does her voice to play her.
Yeah.
And she is a super dope character. I really like her a lot. And apparently, I think the woman who voices her on Clone Wars is actually has like some stunt work chops and some fighting background. So she's like perfect, and she kind of looks like her too. So
a little bit. Another idea which I love is Sabine.
Yeah, Sabine from Rebels. That would be really dope, and she kind of looks like her too.
She really does.
So I would be super.
And she would. So that would have to have been like what, maybe at least 6 or 7 years after, because I think Rebels was like 4 years before Episode 4, okay. And between Episode 4 and 6, there's like 5 or 6 years. So maybe about 10 years later, I could see that being a grown Sabine.
Yeah, that would be sweet. And doesn't Sabine like end up with the Darksaber too?
She does. She does.
That would be really,
yeah.
really dope.
Okay. So Sabine, that's potentially gaining some momentum here.
Yeah, that would be really sweet, man, because I'm sure you guys saw season 1, and at the end, remember we get to see Moff Gideon.
Yep,
We get to see Moff Gideon cut himself out of the spacecraft with the Darksaber. So that was really awesome, and Sabine does end up with it, so that would be ridiculous.
And I also love the fact that we don't know for sure if. Ooh, almost picked off Lamar Jackson.
Come on, Lamar. You're my fantasy QB. Come on. I need you to score a lot of points.
But we also.
I love the fact that my fantasy team is, dude, where's Lamar?
I love that. Dog, shout out to like the like tradition of ridiculous fantasy team names.
Yeah, that's so cool.
It is pretty dope.
Get into that.
Mine is always something like I don't be getting into the spirit of it. I just name it like Omari's fucking sweet ass team. Fucking cool
Omari's
sports.
Cool sports team with a Z. Sports with a Z.
Fucking cool sports, goddammit.
I love that. What's that dude's name that makes them videos?
Oh, Bill Hortz. Fucking cool sports. That guy's hilarious. I would pay great money to see a Bill Hortz,
Live
Doc
show.
Illingsworth collab.
Oh goodness, that would be fantastic.
So yeah,
Cool sports.
I like the fact that it's not clear whether or not Rosario Dawson's Ashoka Chano is in it or not. I know it's rumored that she was cast, but I love the fact that they didn't confirm it. I love the fact that
Right.
either she'll pop up or she won't. Like,
Yeah, that's really cool, man. I'm here for that too. Obviously, man. What if they? There's some really dope characters that could possibly be in this
Yeah.
show. So, I mean, you've got a possibility of like Sabine and you know, Bo-Katan, Ahsoka, Darth Maul. Like, there's so many sweet characters that have been kind of floating around that
Right.
could be in the show. So, I'm excited for it. Trailer looked amazing. It's coming out soon too. So
wait,
that's dope.
I think I don't know. I think Darth Maul is dead. I think at this point.
At this point, he could. Yeah, he could be. I
Because
don't
of
know.
because his last encounter with Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan. Oh, that was in Rebels too. So,
Yep.
yeah, he could be right there.
Anyways, that would be kind of whack, but whatever.
But yeah, man.
Yeah.
So a couple weeks ago was PS5 showcase and the pre-order disaster.
Bruh.
What was kind of your
All
experience
right,
with that?
let me break it down for y'all, dog. So I had a hard time with that motherfucker. I will just put it to you like this. So here's what happened.
Oh man.
Sony announces that the pre-orders were gonna start. I think the show was on like the 16th maybe, and Sony announced that was their showcase, and then they said that the pre-orders were gonna go on sale that Thursday, which I think was the 17th. So the retailers who Sony had deals with was like, nah. So it's just fucking said, fuck it. Let's fucking do it right now. So they just unannounced, completely didn't say shit to nobody, and just dropped the fucking pre-order immediately, and the fucking whole internet, dog, just
Internet just died.
exploded. And so here's the fucked up part: them bitches sold out in literally like.
Bruh, you hit me with the what was it, Walmart?
Well, that was after the fact. So peep, the initial like Best Buy, Walmart, Target, GameStop. I think they all opened up at 6. Them motherfuckers sold out in like less than a minute, like
Goodness
instantly.
gracious.
And the reason why, it wasn't because niggas were just standing by. Apparently, and I learned this in this experience, scalpers be having
for
bots.
Sure.
They be running scripts
Yo,
and
so
shit.
you know I'm in like the figure collecting game, right?
Oh, so they do
And
the same thing
They
over
do
there.
the same thing, and it's so whack because the whack thing about that is because like my son, you know, likes the figures too, and what happens is they do these retail exclusive releases, and it's so terrible because they'll do like Target exclusive, and you have absolutely no shot at getting it because the scalpers have the bots. They buy all of them, and then they sell them they resell them on the internet on eBay, and it's like 3 times the price. It's so ridiculous. Like, I don't know how. I'm not a tech head like that, but there's got to be a way because they have to stop that stuff from happening because it makes buying cool things that are coming out impossible.
Yeah, man, it does. So I hit you with the Walmart link, and that shit.
Bro, I sat there and refreshed I was on there at 8:45, right? And I think you said it started at 9.
Yep.
And I literally at 8:59 refreshed my phone, and it said, "Sorry, we're all sold out. Come back later." I was like, "Excuse me?"
Right.
Man,
That shit.
it was
So
nuts.
the only reason why I got one, and Chris was sending out a Amazon link that I sent. Did I send you the Amazon link?
I think so.
I sent it to you and Edmund, and I think Edmund might have got one. But I sent it to my homie Ruben and Randall too, and I technically got one. Like, I think I got one, but they were like, so I got an email from Amazon like an hour later, they're like, well, they didn't say no, but basically the email was like, nigga, I don't know. That's basically what the email said. Niggas was like,
Yeah, what's that meme with my man with the cup in his hand?
right, like, like, I don't know, dog.
Hold on. Hold on, time out. Okay, here's the email that Amazon sent you, and this was all they sent. They didn't send anything else but this. Hold on, let me find it. Oh man. All right, for some reason I can't find it. So, but you know that Will Smith
Hold on.
picture I sent you?
Oh yeah.
You gotta pull up something.
Hold on, let's see if we can
What's-
test out this this technology.
Get a live feed of the email that was sent by Amazon.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy, bro. Cause me, I am kind of. Should I email it?
No, I got it. Hold on. Yeah, man. So I pulled up my email and then I got it, and then the nigga just sent me this picture. That nigga said,
Oh man. I don't know,
not sure, my guy.
bro.
We'll see what happens on the launch day. So
That's crazy.
here's the good news, though.
I just emailed you another possible
Oh.
Amazon. Another possible Amazon.
Let's see. Hold on. I just got another email from Amazon. Let me see what they sent.
Maybe they gave you a better answer. Oh man. That's crazy.
Let's see.
Oh man. I don't know. I don't remember it ever being this hard to. I mean, and considering our age, this is only like the second or third console we would have been.
Hey, so what about that console that I ordered?
Man, they probably
I don't know,
They probably
guys.
sent so many emails like that to people. But yeah, I'm kind of being faced with because I have a child who is wanting the new Xbox. He's an Xboxer, so I'm not rich, so it's either dad gets his PS5 or son gets his Xbox Series X. So. Will Dad make the right decision? Tune in next time on Dragon Ball Z.
So there is potentially a happy ending to my story. I did, in fact, receive an email from PlayStation
Oh,
because I signed up for the early release or the
Okay.
early pre-order. And much to my shock and surprise, they sent me an email. It was like, hey, come on down and see if you can pre-order. And I was like,
wow.
okay, let's see where this goes. I still wasn't expecting much. And it was for the next day, and they gave you like your own special link, and fucking click the shit, goddammit. And I fucking got one.
Bro, look at Sony
Right.
just taking care of That's pretty dope.
Hey, man. So I will. It looks like I will have a PS5 on launch day. So that is pretty cool.
That's really dope, man. Shout out to that's pretty cool by Sony.
Yeah.
And so yeah, bro, new consoles dropping. It's gonna be crazy. What game are you looking forward to playing the most out of the launch titles for PS5?
To be perfectly honest, I don't love the launch titles in general. I feel like are like okay, the concept of a launch title in general, I think is a little bit overblown.
Oh, of course. They are because it's just like anything else that's mainstream, right? It's the thing that is presented in your face is to attract the casual person. You know what I'm saying? It's not for the
hardcore gamer.
The die hard, yeah.
So, I mean, to be perfectly honest, all right, so I got two answers, obviously. The easy one, and again, no, put some respect on Miles' name, but definitely the Miles Morales Spider-Man game, obviously. But to be perfectly honest, the game that I'm looking forward to playing the most on PS5 is not even a PS5 game, and that's Cyberpunk, which will be ready on launch. Because, bro, they pushed Cyberpunk back so far that it now is coming out after the PS5.
Wow.
I got the fuck out of here!
Niggas been waiting on that game since 2012.
Oh, I remember.
It was 8 years ago. What are y'all doing? That shit about to be sweet as fuck, though. So it's worth the wait. What about you? What are you looking forward to? Ooh, fumble.
I mean, definitely. Who just fumbled, Lamar?
Can I pull that Will Smith picture up again? Oh wait, no. I think it was a forward motion. I think he'll be all right.
Lamar is struggling right now.
I think he'll be all right.
Oh, jeez.
Look, let's see.
Come on.
Oh
Come
no,
on, Lamar.
Yikes!
What are you doing?
Damn, that's weak.
He's struggling. He's my fan. I needed him to have like a decent game, and of course, he's not gonna have one because he's on my fantasy team.
That sucks. Sorry, you were saying?
And fantasy sports. Obviously, man, look, I'm super looking forward to Spider-Man, okay? Not gonna lie. Miles Morales Spider-Man looks amazing. But even more than that, the game that I'm looking forward to playing the most is a game that is already my favorite game. I am totally down for buying Ghost of Tsushima again and playing it when it drops on PS5.
Well, technically, I don't think you're gonna have to buy it again. I think it's gonna be ready to play on PS5.
That is pretty awesome.
I don't know if you're gonna get an update to increase the graphics. That might come later, but it'll definitely be down to play.
Ready, yeah. So I would. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to the expansion that they're putting on there with the co-op and everything.
That shit was supposed to come out. I feel like already. I wonder what the deal is.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping they don't hold it off for like a PS5 launch and then release
niggas forget about it.
Yeah, I really hope they don't do that because I'm
like actively replaying it right now.
Me too. I started playing it again too.
And here's the fucked up part. I thought I like have to replay it now because I accidentally played over my original save file. So now I got to do the whole shit over again. But it's all good. I mean, it's going way faster now that I'm not stopping every 10 seconds and taking pictures.
Yeah, pictures and like cutscenes and everything. You can kind of skip them after you beat the game.
I've actually been playing. Man, I've been in such a zen space for like during my free time. I've been watching Star Trek and playing Ghost of Tsushima at the same time, bro.
That's fantastic.
A nigga was in such a good place, bro. Like I was just like, you know what? God damn it. Yes.
Hey, also though, this Hogwarts game.
That shit looks sweet, bro.
Looks really.
I'm not even a Harry Potter guy like that, but that shit look cold.
It's fire. I mean, I'm not crazy about Harry Potter, but I am. I did see all the movies, read the books, so I mean.
Actually, I'm just really looking forward to seeing how Gryffindor is portrayed in the game, and
not gonna be able to do it.
Playing some Quidditch, and just looking forward to busting out some Expelliarmus. Man.
I appreciate the lore, but I'm just not into magic, dog.
I got fuck out of here.
No magic. That shit's weird. I want to do air combos, goddammit, and fucking swords.
Oh man,
martial arts.
I'm looking forward to it, man. But another cool trailer. Did you see the WandaVision trailer?
I did.
What are your thoughts on that?
I did, man. So
before you give yours, I will say when all the Marvel shows and things started getting announced a while back, this was the thing that I was the least excited for. And now that I kind of put my beaming eyes on and I use my prior nerd knowledge to overstand what's happening, I think I'm kind of here for it. I think
Yeah.
I'm here for it, and I think it's gonna lead to some bigger things in the
No doubt.
MCU.
So off top, right? Like as early as Infinity War, where Vision was killed by Thanos, you could immediately feel House of X or House of M.
House of M for sure.
You could immediately feel it, right? Like you could immediately feel, oh, this feels like when I think in House of M it was her kids that were killed.
Yeah.
That caused her to snap, and no more mutants. House of M, one of the dopest X-Men stories ever, in my opinion. 198, actually, like 98% of humans were depowered, leaving only 198 remaining with their powers.
Word.
So there's no X-Men, right? So it's not gonna go down like that. But this is a situation where she's clearly like had a mental breakdown, and so there are a lot of theories out there that the sitcom piece is like her coping. All right, that's her like trying to put her story back together. And there are folks that are thinking, could this be a situation where you introduce the X-Men? How does this tie in with the multiverse movie, meaning the Doctor Strange sequel? You've also got the Externals or the Eternals movie
Yeah.
that a lot of niggas don't know, bro. Like those guys were responsible for like creating the X gene.
Yep. Some very important characters there, man.
And also, for you, well, actually, niggas.
Hey, well, actually,
Thanos is kind of human technically. He is what is he? He is an eternal deviant hybrid, or like with a deviant mutation, and he's also in the comics. He's also a mutant as well. On top of that, so it's like it's not just humans that can be mutants, or like say you're like in Star Trek, for example. You can be a Vulcan, but like niggas in space got melanin too, so you can be a black Vulcan. So in the comic book, you can be an alien, but you can also be a mutant alien as well. So, but they're not getting into that. But what he is an eternal, and in the comic book lore, they were responsible. They're like a evolved form of humanity that was a result of genetic temperament or experimentation from the high evolutionary, I think, and the Celestials that like led down the path to like the X gene, the deviants, and all of that shit. So the fact that all of this is happening within the next couple of years, the only logical conclusion is that somehow they're going to put together this recipe and we're going to get mutants somehow. And when that happens, that'll be, bro, they got a whole nother couple decades of stories to tell. Disney about to make so much money, bro. It's ridiculous.
For sure. And I mean, there are, like you said, just kind of piggybacking off what you said, there are mutant aliens, so it's possible. It's super realistic for them to do that. I mean, you got like the Kree. If you guys, the Kree are considered, they're like a mutant alien hybrid race of people. So are the Shi'ar, like the Shi'ar people, the Skrulls. Like they're aliens, but they're also mutants too. So House of M, bring those mutants in, man.
Shit about to be fire.
I'm here for it. And like I said, my excitement level for that show is like 10 times what it was when they first announced it. So
I agree.
I think it's gonna be dope. But now, I know you live to make people angry. It's time for Heroes Hot Take. Give me a nerd hot take, man. What you got?
I
Make
thought
some
of
people
one.
angry.
Yeah, bro. I thought of one while we were talking. Let me think. What were we talking about?
It's
before?
halftime, bro. Lamar stunk it up in the first half.
Yeah.
Come on, Lamar.
Come on. I have one. So while you're
Go ahead.
thinking of yours,
Go ahead.
look, man. Pro wrestling. Let's go back to wrestling. I'm not a Roman Reigns fan. Okay, I'm not crazy about him. I don't. And I'm not one of those people who didn't like him because of how he was like pushed on everybody to be the next guy and everything like that. That has no. That because
has nothing to do with him.
Because I'm not a fan of him as a wrestler. I don't, but I will say this: him being a heel is great, and he does it well, and I think it's what he should have been doing. But kind of the hot take that I have is that I think, as much as I hate Vince McMahon, right, and as much as I hate WWE writers, and I think they are terrible, I don't think that them not making him a heel from the start was, I don't think it was on accident. Like I think that I think the reason they didn't make him a heel is because they were scared to lose him to Hollywood, like they did Cena and The Rock. And I think that if they pushed, they knew that if he was a heel, he would have been super over like he is.
Over, yeah.
And I think that that's what would have happened. So that's what I think, man. I'm actually giving them credit for not being total idiots, and I think they did it on purpose because they were scared. But now they're desperate, and they have to, you know what I mean? They got to do everything in their power because of the COVID and everything. So I think they're just super desperate, and I think that's why they finally pulled the trigger on it.
So, yeah, no, I feel that. I can see that for sure. I was going to give a Star Trek hot take because I got a ton of those, but I know our fandom, I'm like one of the very few Star Trek fans. So I'm going to go anime.
Oh, boy.
Let me think because I got a few.
Oh,
I got one, bro.
uh-oh.
It's going to hurt somebody's feelings, I think.
Is it going to hurt mine?
I don't think so. I think that you respect this show, but I don't know. You don't go crazy over it like some people do.
Okay.
Let me grab the mic. Fucking Stugat sausage fingers, nigga.
Oh, boy.
Hey, dog.
Your hot take voice is impeccable.
Nigga, Yu Hakusho not that sweet. That shit is okay as fuck, bro. Look, man, it's a classic, right? Respect. But when you want to talk about shonen, like Dragon Ball Z gets a lot of slack for being one of the shonen like machines. Naruto gets it a lot. Yu Yu Hakusho was right there with like the super corny 90s, very formulaic routines, very formulaic arcs. And for its time, since it was a joint, okay, let me refine. I'm gonna take some of the Fahrenheit off of it. I think that it was a formative anime and a pillar and a classic, no doubt. The hot take is I don't believe that Yu Yu Hakusho has aged well at all.
Okay.
Not at all. Like
I see that.
But you go back and look at Rurouni Kenshin, which was in the same time frame or the same era, kind of. Rurouni Kenshin ages beautifully, right? Like even shit like fucking, because I think Yu Yu Hakusho. Let me look. I think it might actually. We got exposed to it in the United States way after it originally came out. It might have been like in the late 80s, early 90s. Let me see. No, hell, wait, let me see. Before I start going crazy. The original manga was started in 1990.
Word, okay.
So, yeah, the anime original run was in 1992. So, yeah, bro, you had Dragon Ball Z was out. You had Rurouni Kenshin was coming next.
Yeah.
You had you had Trigun that was coming next. You had Cowboy Bebop that was right afterwards, right? Like, the level of like storytelling, animation, fluidity that happened like right after Yu Yu Hakusho makes it really hard to go back and watch and be like, oh, this shit look like it came out in the 70s, kind of. As opposed to the 90s, right? Because 90s anime had a dope like little grunginess to it. Like Outlaw Star is one of the best examples of like. I mean, I think that Cowboy Bebop is a little bit too pretty. It stands in a league of its own, kind of. Yeah. But like Outlaw Star has that 90s kind of polish that looks sweet as fuck, bro. And Yu Yu Hakusho,
it doesn't have that.
It feels like they were still doing the same animation tricks from like the 70s, and I did it. You know what? It looks more like Ronin Warriors than it does the other stuff that was out there.
That's a good take.
And I'm sorry, bro. Like now, the storytelling can be good, but
Gundam Wing too, man.
Oh my god, there was a bunch of Gundams that looked sweet as fuck back then. So like, and again, a lot of this is subjective. But for me, when I go back and look at Yu Yu Hakusho, it's super formulaic, and the animation and like just watching it, the viewing experience now in 2020, I'm all set. I done aged well for me.
Word.
That's my hot take, dog. It's heroes.
Hot
take.
Hey man, look, it's time for me to make you angry.
No.
I emailed you the you can only pick 3.
Oh fucking hell! God.
You can only pick 3.
Fuck. Fuck.
I mean, I think this one is got a cool, nice little theme to it. We all most of us, we came up in a different era of Cartoon Network cartoons, right?
Oh, hell yeah.
This is kind of the new era of
Fuck yeah, dog.
This is kind of the new era of Cartoon Network cartoons, right? Hero's gonna throw it up on the screen for you can only pick 3, right? And this is kind of this current era of Cartoon Network shows that we talk about a lot and that we actually give a lot of props to, right? So we're gonna only pick 3. We're also kind of gonna put you guys on some dope cartoons, man, because I think a lot of people sleep on this era of Cartoon Network shows. Like we remember our Powerpuff Girls, we remember our Dexter's Labs, we remember our Johnny Bravos. You know what I mean? Our Cow and Chickens,
Right.
our classic Cartoon Network shows. But these new ones are not bad. They're pretty good, man.
They're fucking great.
They're dope. They even and like you said before, these shows are being made by people who are our age now and people who came up on those shows, so they have kind of that good humor in them still, and they have that same element that a lot of those shows had. So if you're listening on Spotify or whatever you're listening on, I would recommend that you guys check out the YouTube, man. We got some sweet video up now of every episode, man. You guys get on there on the YouTube channel and check it out. But if you're not, we will make sure we read off each cartoon on this list. But Hero,
Yeah.
you can only pick 3. You can only pick 3. Yeah.
All right. This one is actually much easier. I appreciate a little bit of a break here. So I'll read through them here really quickly. I'm gonna just read them off because my top 3, I got it already. I don't even have to think about it that much.
That. Okay.
So let me read through them. The first one is Adventure Time.
Adventure Time.
Yeah, dog. Classic. This show right here kind of led the charge for the rest of these.
Yeah, for sure, it did definitely.
And the regular show was right behind it, which is the next one here. You got Teen Titans Go. Hey, you fucking hating ass niggas, bro.
Hey, well, actually,
Hear it. This
Go
shit is
is
funny and it's
hilarious.
good and it is good and funny and good.
And funny and good.
Craig of the Creek, amazing.
Man.
This one has a lot of potential, bro.
Yes.
Look, bro, Steven Universe. Let me. Whatever. Let's just keep it moving. Okay, KO. Let's Be Heroes. Dope. Made by the partner of the girl who created, or the woman who created Steven Universe.
Yeah.
That shit is really fucking good as well.
It is. I like okay.
Gumball, nigga,
Dog,
Gumball.
that show's so funny.
Gumball is hilarious, but Gumball's got one of the most creative worlds I've ever seen, dog.
Yeah,
like
true. And people often get into who's the worst like cartoon dad, right? They talk about
my God.
They talk about Peter, they talk about Homer, they talk about all these other fictional parents. Let me tell you something. The dad from Amazing World of Gumball isn't not a functional adult.
Bro, this nigga is right. He's not a functional nah, he shouldn't be allowed to
Like these
be out in
other
public.
guys they're dumb and they're horrible parents, but they still like get up and do stuff.
He's too stupid. Yeah. Then we got Clarence, bro. A lot of people slept on Clarence. Clarence was fucking brilliant. Hilarious. And then Apple
Are
and
you
Onion.
gonna eat your fries?
Nah, bro. I'm gonna challenge y'all to do this shit right now. Right now, stop what you're doing. Pause the fucking podcast. You already in YouTube. Go type in the pinata dance from Clarence, and tell me that shit don't slap. Like, you could put that shit on the radio right now. You can go to the club with that shit, and it would go in. Love that song. And then we got Apple and Onion, which is also funny. I've only seen 2 episodes.
Bruh.
It's hilarious.
Okay, so now I gotta have y'all again.
Yeah.
Go to YouTube, look up Apple and Onion, the elevator song.
I don't know if I've seen that.
My goodness.
That's hilarious.
It's a hit, and it is absolutely hilarious.
I'm with it.
After we get done, remind me to show you because it's super funny.
Okay, so, look, man. Steven Universe is one of my favorite shows of all time. Just
Word.
like regardless of era, regardless of like genre, regardless of time frame, that obviously is my number one. It's not even a question. I gotta do Adventure Time as my number 2 because that's the show that kind of got me back into these cartoons and it introduced me to this whole world. Really, really dope. I mean, this whole idea of like a super lore-rich world that has some themes for adults as well. Like the fucking lore in Adventure Time is like Marvel Comics level. It's crazy. Same with Steven Universe as well, which is why I mean, look, if you got a show with lore and stories and sweaty to it, then I'm in. That's all I need. I need some theories. I need some lore. I need some sweaty. I need some. I wonder what's gonna happen. Like I need that, and I'm all set. Now it's gonna come down. So I also got to give some love to Craig of the Creek as well. It's not gonna be on my top 3 just yet. It's got potential. This is a Devin Booker type pick that could end up being one of my number 1 favorite players ever.
Comparison.
Super high upside. I'm not quite ready to put him in my top 5 yet though.
Word.
So for me, it's gonna come down to between Teen Titans Go and Clarence.
Man.
Clarence.
Teen Titans.
They be on there rapping.
That shit is hip hop as fuck, bro.
T-double-N-D-I-D-A-N-S.
Right. Nigga, Beast Boy be dropping flows.
Hits, yeah. Beast Boy's got a lot of hits under his belt, man.
So with that in mind, bro, I'm gonna have to give the slight edge to Teen Titans Go. Here's why. Teen Titans Go, funny. It's good. It's like that. There's like some decent action in it.
Mm-hmm. And it's hilarious.
It's hilarious, bro. It's like surprisingly comic accurate as well. They make really kind of funny ass jokes about the rest of the DC world. It scratches that.
Bruh, did you see the episode where they went to the Batcave and Robin was like just super horrified that they would mess up Batman?
Oh, they kept pressing shit like, yeah, he was just terrified. Yeah, man. They give Raven her props as being like an all-time powerful.
Man, I love it.
Man, Raven is like a top tier, like maybe certainly top 10, maybe top 7 most powerful women in the DC universe. I mean, she's super powerful.
Azrath, Metreon, Zinthos.
Right, and so is Starfire. They're both up there as well. Damn. Fucking this nigga is really good at throwing footballs.
Oh god, they're about to score again.
Yeah,
man, Lamar.
Look at this, just floats this bitch up here. Look at this.
Getting blown
he puts his
out.
bitch on a balloon. Just kind of whip, whip.
Oh, that was easy and fun.
Bread basket.
Lamar's out here getting
first
popped.
down.
Come
Okay.
on, Lamar.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Teen Titans Go. And Gumball is actually probably gonna be 4th for me because that one's hilarious too. But Clarence or 5th. But Clarence is just not quite. It doesn't quite have the sweaty itch that I like look for in my shows. But it's just a good old fashioned funny ass show with a silly ass, wholesome ass main character.
Word up.
Craig of the Creek has a lot of that as well. So
Craig of the Creek.
my top 3 are gonna be Steven Universe, Adventure Time, Teen Titans Go.
Hey man, I like it. All right, man. So you can only pick 3. Got these new age, these current era Cartoon Network shows. Adventure Time, super dope, hilarious. Some cool storytelling. Like you said, Adventure Time has like a comic book world. It's a huge world.
Man, crazy.
Also, another show with sweet songs, Marceline.
Oh my, yo, the songs on there are amazing. Shout out to BMO as well.
The Daddy Why'd You Eat My Fries song.
Yeah.
Incredible. Regular show. See, like how Adventure Time was kind of your gateway into this age of shows. Like regular show was kind of mine. I got super into regular show, and I thought it was hilarious. And they would every once in a while just have these like sweet, serious episodes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they got this. They have like a holiday special where Santa's like an action hero, and he's like,
I remember
shooting
that shit.
people and all types of crazy stuff. So I love regular show. Teen Titans Go, obviously hilarious. Craig of the Creek, man, I love that show. That you talk about a cartoon that is just super black family accurate and black character accurate.
Yep.
It's amazing. Like I watched last year when everything was normal, my kids would actually go to school in the morning. One of my routines is I literally would take them to school and I would come home and have a cup of coffee and literally watch Craig of the Creek.
Love it.
Before I did anything else. I love that show. Like I said,
Bumble.
most relatable cartoon that I've seen in such a long time. Just when it comes to just being a black kid and having an older brother and having dealing with your mom, and it's just super accurate on black families. I love it. It's hilarious, bro. Like these kids have it's a show with imagination like to the highest level. It's awesome. And,
I love that.
Steven Universe, obviously, amazing, classic. You speak very highly of it. OKKO, I think, is super slept on, man. That's another really good show. OKKO's dope. Amazing World of Gumball is absolutely ridiculous and hilarious. Clarence, man, I love Clarence. Super funny. Again, like they have some super relatable episodes to childhood that are super funny. And Apple and Onion, my kids love all these shows, so of course I've seen them on a million times. But Apple and Onion is also hilarious and probably, I think, has the best music in it next to Teen Titans Go on this list.
Oh, wait a minute. I need you to put some respect on Steven Universe's name, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Steven Universe.
Steven Universe has amazing music too.
So good.
All I wanna do
Right.
is see you turn into
Fucking giant woman.
All right, man. So my first pick is gonna be Regular Show. I love Regular Show. It was kind of the show that got me into this age of cartoons. My second pick is gonna be a surprise, bro. My second pick is gonna be Craig of the Creek.
Yep.
I'm keeping Craig of the Creek. I love that show. It's amazing to me, and I watch it all the time. It's awesome, and it has some super funny characters in it too. Okay, and this is gonna come down to Steven Universe, Clarence, and Teen Titans Go for me. I do love Adventure Time, but I can hear it's gonna be Steven Universe, Clarence, or Teen Titans Go. Yeah. So I'm going Craig of the Creek. I'm going Regular Show. Oh man. All right. I think I'm gonna go with God dang it. I'm gonna go Teen Titans Go, man. I love I love it. It's hilarious. My kids just love it now, and I watch it all the time with them. And I do love Steven Universe, man, and Clarence, but I'm gonna have to go with Teen Titans Go. So I am going to keep Regular Show, Craig of the Creek, and Teen Titans Go.
Let's go.
That was very tough. All right, man. After that tough battle there, remind me to show you that song, by the way, the Apple and Onion song after we're done. But it's time for everybody's favorite part of the show. It's time for the top 5 of the day. We got a good one, but a tough one. Gonna get back into the anime realm of things. And we always talk about our favorite shows. We've talked about our favorite fights. We've talked about our favorite characters. We've talked about our favorite anime villains. We talk about a lot of anime stuff on here. But it is time. We do always sometimes hate on shonen anime, right? Sometimes we we make fun of it, and sometimes the characters can be a little whiny and things like that. But one thing that shonen anime does that I think has molded a lot of our taste in anime
100%.
is the sweet story arcs, man.
Yes.
Shonen does a great job of telling long stories with awesome payoffs. And not, of course there are anime with arcs that aren't, shonen, but it's shonen is a lot of anime use that style, man, to tell their stories. You know what I'm saying? So, Hiro-san, give me a top 5 favorite anime story arcs ever.
Boom. All right. So I'm going to give 2 honorable mentions as per usual. The first one is going to be the Pain arc, the Pain Invasion.
Naruto.
From Naruto. I just, look, man.
He pops. That might be the best arrival ever.
Yeah.
In anime history. When he shows up, I got a hot take.
Go ahead.
I got a hot take about that Pain. Look, man. All right, now it's time for Jared's hot take. Look, man, that Naruto versus Pain fight is not that good.
Ooh.
Let me tell you. Look, man, it's not, bro. There are so many better animated fights in that show. They got lazy on that animation.
Well, hold on. I know what you're saying, but I don't agree that it's lazy. What I think, what the fuck y'all niggas doing? Niggas just dropped the football. I don't think it was lazy. I think that was a stylistic choice.
Okay.
For like the kind of wobbly ass like.
That's not what I'm talking about though, which is crazy, right? Because that actually didn't bother me as much as it bothered other people.
I thought that shit was kind of sweet, personally.
I didn't. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about. See, that's where I felt like they spent the bread.
Right.
I felt like they got lazy on the parts where Naruto first got there and was fighting Pain,
like the other
parts
of him.
And it was just regular,
right?
And and kind of the thing that sucks about watching a show like that is you can kind of tell when a fight is going to be amazing because the animation style will be different.
Never more obvious than Dragon Ball Super. That's part of the reason why I can't stand that shit.
You know what I'm saying though? So when I remember seeing when the Pain fight was going to start and me kind of realizing that they weren't changing up the animation, and I was like, are you serious? They're not gonna go all in on this, like, come on, man. And those first parts of the fight where he's in Sage mode and he's fighting them himself and figuring out but like that was dope, and they didn't animate it sweetly, so it bothered me. You know what I'm saying? I thought that's what I'm talking about. I'm not referring to the part where it was like all wobbly. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, I thought that was the final joint. I thought that was pretty dope. But for me, I like that arc because I'm here for the comeuppance. Like like I said, I'm here for the overdog.
Yeah,
I'm here for the sweet ass main character. Like I was getting at this point. We're kind of getting tired of like, Naruto is like kind of weak, but like,
but
somehow
strong.
people rely on him. Like so one of the things that irritated me about the beginning of Shippuden was like, why the fuck are we? If Naruto is as trash as y'all treat him, why the fuck are y'all bothered? Why are y'all even waiting for him?
Why are y'all even bothering?
Right, like go fucking solve the crime yourself. Like, why are you even like? They're just forcing him. Oh, since the name of the show was Naruto, we just gotta wait for this nigga. Like, no, if he's trash, then fucking y'all handle the shit.
Exactly. I feel that.
So I was getting a little tired of like, nigga, when is he go? He been training for fucking forever.
Right.
Nigga done stepped up his game a little bit and had 2 years to get in the weight room. And then after the Pain shit, I was like, oh, okay, this nigga. Oh, so this nigga is the best.
Right.
I got you.
Oh, he is good.
Cool.
He's cool. Right.
And from there, that nigga Naruto was the dog from there on out. Like, he was like, him and Sasuke were leaps and bounds more powerful than anybody else outside of like the teachers. And really only like Might Guy and Kakashi. So I'm here for that. I'm here for like the realization of the power. That's gonna be a theme actually in my
Lamar Jackson's super fast.
Yeah, super speedy. So that's gonna be a theme.
Hey man, the comeuppance,
the realization.
Fantastic. I love it.
Fuck. I'm gonna have to make. I have to do a quick. Okay, I got a switch coming. But I'll save it. Another one is Hero Killer Stain, My Hero Academia.
That arc was so
really,
good.
really good. Hero Killer Stain spitting facts.
Yep.
Anti-hero, really interesting character, dope ass power, good fights.
Blood curdle.
All right, so here, jumping into the
This
top 5,
court-
number 5. This is a hot take, man, because a lot of people, I guess some people don't think that this is that good. But I thought that the Ninja War arc in Naruto was fucking awesome, dude.
Oh,
like,
word. Okay.
the final
I like
arc,
it. Yeah.
up until, I mean, I know you have some strong opinions about
About the way they
Kaguya
did it, yeah.
and how she sort of undid Madara a
Everything.
little bit. It's just that's the Dragon Ball problem of like power scaling. Y'all niggas made them niggas too powerful,
Yeah.
and that was you had to wrote yourself into a corner,
Yeah.
and continue to write to yourself into a corner after that. But I thought it was dope, man. Like I just love seeing. Like I said, that was the final comeuppance of like, oh,
I mean, it was amazing seeing them so strong. So that
Right.
was dope.
and like I like the story. You know, like I'm into the story. I'm into the sweaty. I'm into the lore of first down of like the reincarnated sons of the Sage of the
Yeah,
Sixth
that
Path. I
was
thought
really
that shit was
dope.
really dope.
That was really
the
dope.
the fight with Obito and Kakashi.
Kakashi.
Obviously, that was amazing.
Yeah, man. Minato coming back. Yeah.
That shit was fire,
the
bro.
arc was really good.
It was dope.
It was dope.
Neji dying was trash, but I like we talked about this before. Like they kind of had to because that nigga was too sweet, and it was only It was only room for 2. God damn it.
That was.
But I guess technically that was at the very beginning of the arc, though, right? Still counts. Right. I get it though,
That just
bro.
makes me
Like,
upset.
look, bro. Like the problem was this: you messed up because you made it a 2-man show, and you had a nigga that was as strong as the 2 of those guys, and you
Had a
couldn't.
Third guy.
You couldn't. I thought it would have been cool, man. Like, but no. What about Neji? Like, Neji is right there with you niggas. Like it would have been fine if you just had him been the next strongest guy. Like,
Bro.
that'd have been cool.
Yes.
So, anyways, there's some beef there, but I still like it enough to put it at number 5. Number 4, you guys know this is one of my favorite shows of all time. I got to go with Food Wars. This is the Totsuki Autumn Elections where you finally get to see. It's basically like, every shonen has a tournament. Has like that's one of the tropes,
Yeah,
right?
that's
There's
one of
always
the
a
tropes,
tournament.
The tournament. Did they score a touchdown?
Nah, he dropped it.
What down is it?
3rd down and 9.
Come on, Lamar. Do it for my fantasy team. man.
So there's always a tournament, and I love to see the comeuppance, right? Where the main character
Come on, Mark.
gets a chance to show like, oh, this is why I'm the man. This is why the show
this
was
is
about
why
me.
I'm sweet, and
Right.
the show is named
Right.
after
This
me.
is nigga Shokugeki no Soma. Me. I'm Soma, right? So you niggas watch out. And so he ends up losing though, which I thought was really dope. He loses to Hayama, who was his rival in the final battle. And I was here for it. There was some comeuppance. There was also some intrigue for like, here's the next thing you got to accomplish. And I really liked. You want to talk about a shonen trope and kind of turning it on its head. I like the fact that Shokugeki no Shoma, they didn't jump ahead too much. They didn't like power. And they're also they're dealing with food, so like you can't like go Super Saiyan making fucking omelets.
But they do. Though.
But they fucking they do. But I like the fact that it was believable, right? Like the progression was believable.
Yeah, I feel that.
It wasn't, so they didn't have to write themselves into a corner towards the end. So moving on to number 3, my initial here, since my theme was the comeuppance, right? My initial, I got to give some respect on the OG. I was gonna have the Frieza saga for Dragon Ball Z
Mm-hmm.
because obviously, Super
There's
Saiyan.
a lot. Yeah, but there's so much in that arc that's not just that. Man.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, well, I'm not talking about the Namek saga. I'm talking specifically the Frieza
Specifically
saga,
for-
like starting with Goku landing.
Okay.
Because that shit is like half the whole series.
is, yeah.
Fucking them niggas on Namek for years.
They're on. Namek
They were in
forever.
Namek for like my whole
Are they
childhood.
kicking a field goal?
Of course. Sorry, bro.
I
Yeah,
hate fantasy football so much.
it's good. Oh wait,
No,
that's
I'm
right.
playing against
that,
the kicker.
right. Yeah, no, that sucks. So yeah,
Headache, man.
so I'm gonna instead of that, there was also Another one that was gonna be there was gonna be the Dragon Ball, the original Dragon Ball arc, the first Budokai tournament where he fights against. Is that the first or second Budokai tournament where he fights against a disguised Master Roshi?
That's the first.
That's the first one.
Yeah.
When Master Roshi was like, "Wait a minute, this nigga almost beat my ass." Like, I had to pull out every single trick to beat this nigga, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Jackie Chun or whatever.
Jackie Chun, yeah. So that was a good one. But I'm gonna end up going with my favorite comeuppance, my favorite moment in all of Dragon Ball Z's got to be the Cell Saga, with the arrival of Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, that was what y'all should have did. You should have just went with it, bro.
Nope, y'all had to complain.
You set it up perfectly. Gohan was the man.
No, we want Goku.
Hey, well, actually,
No, Goku died, and he went out like a G, and he passed on the fucking mantle. He literally handed him the Kamehameha. It was such a dope send off, man. He gave him the Kamehameha and said, "Hey, man, you got the keys. You got the juice now, bro." And they robbed Gohan of his shine, and now
now they complain about him.
Bro, he's been a bitch ever since. Ever since.
And now the same people complain about him after they rejected him taking the mantle.
So if we can just go back to like live in 1993 or whenever that was, like the excitement of that moment, that's one of my favorite moments in all of anime. When he punched the literal soul out of fucking Cell.
He punched an upgrade out of Cell.
Right. He punched a Windows upgrade out his ass. Downgraded that nigga into Cell XP. Fucking knocked the fucking
Windows
circuits out
98.
that ass. Right. Windows 3 Cell 3.1 looking ass. Love that shit. Also, shout out to Vegeta for causing that whole thing to happen because that nigga wanted to flex
Vegeta
on
didn't
Goku.
I hated him I hated Vegeta until like after the Buu saga.
For me, it was the Majin Buu saga.
I hated that guy for so long. Yeah. What an idiot!
Oh, man, another good Dragon Ball arc was the Saiyan saga, but specifically like when Goku lands up until when Vegeta escapes.
Yeah,
that was
really
that's
dope.
Some of Dragon Ball Z's best shit
that's
right
peak
there.
Dragon Ball Z for sure.
Dog ass fight. All right, number 2, we're gonna go back to My Hero Academia.
Okay.
A comeuppance, right? Got to be the Sports Fest.
Oh, nice.
It's like, oh shit, that's why he's the main character. That nigga done figured out One for All a little bit and was out here competing.
Out here flicking his fingers,
Right.
causing typhoons.
Right. That nigga was out here the best one, kind of. Him and Todoroki and Bakugo.
Yep.
So, and Bakugo ends up winning on some bullshit. Because what happens? He wins like accidentally or somebody like forfeits or what happened? Do you remember?
Does he win or does Todoroki win?
I think Bakugo wins because he's like complaining and like.
No, I think Todoroki wins the Sports Fest, bro. I don't remember, honestly. Let me look it up.
I remember Bakugo.
I remember him being like up on the podium and like freaking out and being angry.
I thought it was because he won like on some bullshit. Like he won like
you
by
know what?
technicality or something.
I think you're right, bro. I think you're right.
Yeah, it's Todoroki. Sorry.
I know it's
Tokiyami, Todoroki, and Bakugo.
I think you're right. And Bakugo's in first though, right?
Yes.
And then they like have to handcuff him or
You're right,
something.
because that nigga was freaking out.
Losing his mind.
He handcuffed that nigga,
what
bro.
a maniac.
Fucking crazy. But I just love to see. I mean, that's one of my favorite anime fights ever. I think it is my favorite anime fight ever. Todoroki versus.
I love when they're doing the the thing where you gotta snatch people's headbands. And Bakugo's literally out there like trying to kill people.
Right, bro. It's like trying to explode folks. Like, yo, chill, bro.
Oh man.
Yeah, so that one is my number 2. Like I said, when the main character shows his stuff and like, oh, I get it, you're the man. Like that's what I love. I love seeing that arc.
You're good.
And that that's the first appearance of like You know, because My Hero Academia built they built Deku really slowly. Like
They did.
almost too slowly for some people.
I mean, I wasn't mad at it though.
Again, because the payoff was dope, and now he's like super cool, super the man.
And people will complain about anything, man.
What they complaining about?
I'm
now?
just, some people don't like him. They think he's a crybaby.
Yeah, a lot of niggas in anime be crybabies.
All shonen
right.
dudes are crybabies.
That's a thing. That's like a
It's an actual thing.
right. It's part of the design.
Man.
I mean, Edward Elric is a bit of a crybaby as well, and everybody loves him. Full Metal Alchemist. So yeah, my number one though, I'm gonna switch gears a little bit. This is a shonen by definition, but it doesn't feel like a shonen anime. But it's still one of my favorite arcs, and that's gonna be Death Note, the L arc, which is basically Light versus L up until something happens and somebody else takes over for some reason. And I ain't about to tell y'all niggas what happened, but you need to watch it. But man, I'm telling you, dog.
Hey, okay.
Fucking back and forth, man. The mental, my
Mind games.
so good, man. So good, bro. It's just I'm about to watch that shit again today.
Hey, man, I feel you, bro.
So that's my number one, bro. I can't really talk about it too much without spoiling it, but
Word.
number 5, we're gonna go the Ninja War. Number 4, the Totsuki Autumn Exams from Shokugeki no Soma.
Shokugeki.
We're gonna go with the Cell Saga from Dragon Ball Z Sports Festival for My Hero Academia, and Death Note, the L Saga. A lot of people might say, well, hey, actually, that's not really a saga, but fuck you. That's my list, so that's what we're doing.
Hey,
Boom.
I like it. All right, man. Super dupe disc. Nah, sweet list, man. All right, I'm going to get into mine. I got a couple honorable mentions. Definitely got to give honorable mention to the Hero Killer Stain arc from My Hero, man. I thought it was really dope. Really was that point in the show where things got a little dark.
For sure.
And that's usually when things pick up, you know what I'm saying? So I thought it was dope, man. I loved it. Another honorable mention, man, I gotta give the Android Saga from Dragon Ball Z. Classic.
Yeah.
And really, the dope thing about the Android Saga to me was getting to see so many characters that are always just kind of getting put in the background. Kind of, they all trained equally. They all prepared for this after Trunks warned them about it. And everybody kind of had their sweet moments.
Yep.
Like, actually, bro, I got to make a change. That has to be my top 5. Hold on. I got to make a change. That's got to go in my top 5.
You remember when goddamn Android 18 kicked the balls off of Vegeta?
Broke his arm.
They kicked the fucking Saiyan pride out of that nigga. Okay.
And the image was horrible. Like, they just...
Not gonna be able to die!
Nah, he was like...
Right. Fuck that nigga
Oh
shit
my
up.
God, ouch.
That shit hurt a lot.
That was painful. Yeah, I'm sorry. I messed up. I have to we got a retcon. Gotta go back and include that. But But yeah, with that said, my apologies. Let's get it. All right, man. So let's get started. At number 5, yes, I love Naruto. Yes, Naruto is going to be on this list more than once. I don't care. Get over it. Coming at number 5, man, I'm going to go with the Akatsuki suppression arc from Naruto. And what that is the arc where we get the anime death that absolutely ripped my heart out. Was when Asuma dies. And then we get Shikamaru kind of dealing with his death. And also, this was, I think when they first showed us the Akatsuki, right? We knew Itachi was dope. We first got to see Deidre. Remember, we see Deidre in the first episodes of Shippuden, then we see Sasori, the puppet guy, right? But I think the two members who looked the sweetest that we really wanted to see was Hidan and Kakuzu, right?
Yeah.
And this is where we get to see them, and then we find out like, yo, they're both like immortal, basically,
Right.
And then they kill Asuma, and then we get to see Shikamaru, and then we get to see my guy Kakashi finally, really for the first time since like Zabuza in the beginning of Naruto, right? We get to see Kakashi join Shikamaru's team as they go get revenge, and that whole arc is just amazing.
Yeah.
Shikamaru has that ridiculous plan. You get to see Kakashi do some work. One of the best fights in the show when he fights Kakuzu and Hidan, and it's just that whole arc is amazing to me. And that was my favorite Shippuden arc, to be honest. I think it's really good, and I don't think it has any low points. It was amazing, and it's also when Naruto learns Rasen Shuriken too. So that arc is fire. So that's my number 5. Coming in at number 4, I gotta go with the Chimera Ant arc from Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter is one of my favorite shows ever. It's and this arc, the thing about this arc is it's super long, right? But if you are an anime watcher and you've seen shonen anime, that doesn't really bother you, right? Because it's super long, but man, the payoffs in this arc are amazing. You see some really dope fights, and it starts off kind of goofy, and then it gets amazing, and we can see Miriam, the Ant King, and Netero, the old guy.
He's like the main big bad in that shit, right?
Yeah, it's super, super, super great character. And then we get to see Gon kind of hit that final level, and where he just punches. What's her name? I can't think of her name now. The girl who killed Kite. And Gon I think her name was P2 or something. Anyway, he just punches her face to chili. Then you get to see some dope moments with Killua. He does like this Godspeed technique where he just moves like lightning and crazy. But that arc was amazing, man. So I think it's one of the best arcs in anime history, honestly. My number 3. I had to make a switcheroo.
Okay.
Android Saga, man. I love the Android Saga from Dragon Ball. It leads into so much stuff, and Piccolo's my favorite character, and I thought this was where he shined.
He got some shine
the
for
most,
sure.
man. He was like strong. He had already fused with Nail, because this was after the whole Namek and Frieza thing.
Yep.
So Piccolo was like really strong. I actually think he had fused with Kami by this time too.
Dende or
Kami.
no. He had been fused with Kami, I think.
I don't remember.
I feel like he fused with. That was during the.
Because he fuses with Nail, not
right.
before.
That was during the.
This was before Kami, because I know after he fused with Kami, he was like the Namek. Remember? Because he was the only one.
Bro, I feel like he's
Besides
fused with
Dende.
Kami in like the Saiyan saga. You don't
I
think
don't
so?
think so, bro.
Let's look it up.
Look it up. But yeah, give me the answer when you look at it. But Piccolo got some super shine in this saga, man. And like I said, I think this was the one that really let some other characters other than Goku shine in Dragon Ball, man. And Piccolo was strong at this point in the show. He was one of the strongest characters for sure, and his fight with Android 17 was awesome. And then just seeing him use that mind, right? He had the master plan. He already knew Cell was trying to absorb the android, so he tried to fight Cell first, remember?
Yeah.
And he tried to fight Cell first, and he kind of was getting him a little bit, and then Cell kind of took off on him and got away. And then he's like, all right, so, well, now that didn't work out, so now I got to go kill all the androids. So he literally was about to just try to fight and kill all the androids. And him and Android 17 have, again, I think it's the best Dragon Ball Z fight. I think that fight was amazing.
Wait, which one?
Him Piccolo versus Android 17.
Okay.
The fight is amazing. It was one of the best fights in all of Dragon Ball. And I love that story arc, man. It was dope. And obviously, you get the Cell leads right into the Cell arc too. So that's my number 3. My number 2.
Yeah, you're right. He fused before the fight with 17.
Special Beam Cannon.
And also, I've been while you were giving your number 5. I was working on getting this sound bite back, which is exactly the sound that it made when fucking Android 18 kicked the fucking arms off of Vegeta.
Facts.
Love that shit.
My number 2, man. I'm going with. Look, you want to talk about an arc where the show just gets dark and hits the. I'm going with the Kyoto arc from Ronnie Kitchen.
Yeah, that was gonna be on my list too.
I love this show, but man, this arc was so dope. Is, just you finally, the way that they do it, man. You just get to see the battle.
Touchdown,
finally, you just get to see the battle of like the character who gets to move on from his past, and then the character who had the same life but does not get to move on from his past,
got
right?
Caught up in the shit.
And then man, just a guy like Shishio, man, what a amazing villain. They hyped this guy up for so long, and then you finally get to see him, and he is a freaking maniac.
Bro, this was a bad pass too. Like, nope, I'm good.
Let's go. I'll take it. I need it.
That was not open at all. It was covered as fuck.
Threw it in the blender. But yeah, man, the Kyoto arc, super dope. Shishio, horrifying. When they finally get to him, horrifying. And just, I love seeing characters get their. Everybody had their little matchup when they get to, you know what I'm saying? When they get to Kyoto, everybody has their little matchup. And it's amazing. And the music they play is awesome, and it's just dark and fantastic. I love it. My number 1, man, this is the show that made me a diehard Naruto fan. This is the arc that made me a diehard Naruto fan. This is the one that had me in.
Can only be one answer here.
Yeah, this is the arc that had me in from the start, and that is the Chunin exams, man.
Yup.
Look, I'm only gonna talk about one thing, and that's Rock Lee dropping them ankle weights.
Yes.
That moment, come on, man.
That shit was fire.
That tops everything else on this list. Rock Lee dropping those ankle weights. Were there other dope fights in Chunin exams? Absolutely, but that is when I was like, "Yep,
Shit
that was awesome, sweet." And Rock Lee, man, come on, the true underdog of Naruto.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? One of my favorite anime characters ever. Lee versus Gaara, man. Not only one of the best anime fights ever, I'm actually willing to say that is the best hot take. Ding, ding, ding.
Right.
I think Lee versus Gaara is the best tournament anime fight of all time.
It's not that hot to take. I mean, it was a good one.
I think Lee versus Gaara is the best tournament anime fight ever.
It was really good.
But yeah, man, that's my top 5. Number 5 was the Akatsuki Suppression mission arc from Naruto Shippuden. Number 4, the Chimera Ant arc from Hunter x Hunter. Number 3, Android Saga from Dragon Ball Z. Number 2, the Kyoto arc from Rurouni Kenshin. Shishio, horrifying. And number 1, the Chunin exams, man.
Hey. Right.
Let's go. What are your top 5 favorite anime story arcs, guys?
Let us know.
If you guys are watching on YouTube, comment, man. List your top 5. Let us know. We'll start shouting out some of the dope ones that we really like, man. Follow us on Instagram at the SwordCast Pod. Make sure you guys follow us on Twitch. Me and Hero did a really cool session a couple weeks ago, man, where we made a joint from scratch. Something we never do.
Hey, yo.
We love y'all.
I guess I could have just let it keep
Oh,
playing.
you could have let it play, man. It was
Actually, hold
solid.
on.
It was pretty cool.
I actually pressed stop by mistake.
I was gonna say that was a pretty dope way to fade it out. But yeah, man. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on YouTube. Watch the show. Follow us on Twitch. We may do it again one day, streaming some live sessions, making some music, man. And we love y'all. Thank y'all for listening to episode 52 in the books.
Welcome back,
Peace.
My word is my sword, Hokage and Batosai, pulling the blades out of the forge, yo. Prior to my knowledge of the Force, was thinking Jedi, but through obtaining holocrons from both sides, I'm under gray skies. Everything that glitter ain't kyber crystal, my mind to lift you. In this time we shine together, disarm your pistol, yo. Welcome to the SwordCast, SwordCast. My wordplay, my swordplay when blades clash. Welcome to the SwordCast, SwordCast. My wordplay, my swordplay when blades clash. Welcome to the SwordCast, SwordCast. My wordplay, my swordplay when blades clash. Welcome to the SwordCast, SwordCast. My wordplay, my swordplay when blades clash.